Alright, what you see here is a Hunter Coastal Breeze ceiling fan. In antique brass finish, it's a 44-inch ceiling fan, and it was manufactured in the second quarter of 1995. Well, before that, actually, I forgot I mentioned this, is when I tested it without the light kit, this is actually not the same motor as in it. I actually had to do a motor swap. I had to swap it out with the motor, with the Silent Breeze. So the motor that was tested in the other video is this one right here. And the reason why I had to swap it is, I'm not sure which screw. Yeah, it's this screw right here. I was able to remove the screw on this side to remove the switch cap, to try to remove it. But this screw right here, if you try to loosen it up, it just doesn't, even no matter how many times you like try to make the screw spin to the left, it'll just keep spinning, so it won't loosen up completely. So I don't know what's up with that. So I just had to do a motor swap. So yeah, they're basically the same fan, except this one has skinnier vents, where this one has thicker vents on it. I do like the Coastal Breeze vents more than the Silent Breeze ones, only because I feel like this thinner vents or smaller looking vents look better for a smaller fan, and thicker vents like this one will look better on a bigger fan. That's just my opinion. But also the Coastal Breeze vents are more childhood compared to these vents on this one. So yeah. But either way, they're basically the same fan, and also this one's the Coastal Breeze is a 44-inch ceiling fan, and the Silent Breeze over here is a 42-inch. But yeah, they perform basically about the same. Although I do prefer the Coastal Breeze. It's because it's 2 inches bigger, so a tiny bit more air movement, but it's really not that much. But yeah, they made the Coastal Breeze fan in 52 inches as well, and also a white version in 32 inches known as the bath and dressing fan. Or bath and dressing room, my bad. But I think they made them in brass too. I heard some rumors, but I haven't seen any like actual evidence that they existed, but they are pretty rare regardless. So yeah. So yeah, this one I got from Brandon C. Johnson. This is the 4th fan I'm showing to you guys out of the 8. So the rest of them that I need to show you, I don't think I'll be able to show you guys this weekend. Maybe like one of them. But because my mom's leaving for the weekend, she's taking her phone with her, so she kind of does need it, so I won't be able to record them this weekend. I might be able to reveal one of them to you guys. Maybe test it on Friday, but I'm not making any promises. So I figured I'd just do this one today since I have some free time. But yeah. Also, the Silent Breeze is from the second quarter of 1996. And I am using the same light fitter that I used on the Silent Breeze last year. But yeah, even though these aren't the best fans from Hunter, they are one of my favorite fans from Hunter. They're definitely like in the top 10 favorite fans from Hunter. Just for the classic look of them. They have like a nice classic look. And they're very vintage looking as well. Especially with the light on, it makes it look even more vintage in my opinion. Let's see if I can even this out. This would be like if the kitchen in this place wasn't too big, like it is. If it was smaller like the other kitchen, I would definitely be putting up something like this in there. So I decided I'd like to have a smaller fan. I feel like if it was too small of a kitchen, I would have to put a small fan like this. Which thankfully the kitchen here is big enough that I'm able to put a 52-inch fan in there, so that's good. But for a kitchen, I feel like these wouldn't be too bad. I actually would prefer this one over the 52-inch one. Because from what I've seen performance-wise of the 52-inch ones, they aren't that good. For a 44-inch fan, these actually do not that bad of a job for their size. I mean, at least it's not Littleton air of movement, so yeah. So let's go ahead and start off on low. I mean, I've tested, these go pretty fast and high, the small ones, like, they're not really that underpowered for a smaller fan. But the 52-inch ones, I never really see them go that fast. They are a bit slow on high speed. Sort of like the Glendale's high speed. The Hampton Bay Glendale's high speed's a bit slow. It actually could be a bit slower than that one, to be honest. Actually slower than the Glendale 52-inch version of the Coastal Breeze. So Yeah, they're not too impressive in performance from what I remember. They move some air, that's what I said, but the 44-inch ones, I know I feel a bit more air movement for its size, so I feel like it's not too bad compared to the 52-inch version. Not sure if I mentioned already, but reason why I got this is because my grandfather used to have one just like this at his old house when he lived up here. He had one just like this without the white kit though, and he had two other ones in white and brass. All of them were the same size, 44 inches. The white and brass ones had white kits. Those two actually had white kits, the white and brass ones. Um, they had the low profile lights on it. The one had a chain in the center. And then he put a Harbor Breeze Cheshire 42-inch in his kitchen, and then he left the fans behind when he moved to Florida, where he had some Hampton Bay fans down there. If you guys check out the video of like ceiling fans, so I showed from 2011, something like that, of like pictures I took in 2011 of the fans. There's like three Hampton Bay Camera 2 Plus ceiling fans in like in a silvery looking finish, and then there's a Hampton Bay Huntington 2 ceiling fans in like a sandstone finish. Those are the fans that my grandfather has now. So those ones are actually more uncommon compared to the Coastal Breeze. So I was kind of happy he had fans there at the new place when I visited him back, in 2011. But since then, I haven't really seen him. Well, I haven't been to his house since then. So yeah. But the fans he had up here were more sentimental to me since I slept over there a few times, and I would always play around with the remote on the one that was in the guest bedroom, the white and brass one. But yeah. So far, I have the Cheshire and the Anthony Grass Coastal Breeze. Now I just need the white and brass one with a low profile line. Then that'll be like the same fans that he used to have. So just need one more, and that'll be complete. I also like Coastal Breeze fans in general, even though they're very common in the fan community. They're also one of my favorite fans to have. I feel like they're kind of like, for me, it's like a must-have for a collection, just because they're pretty common. They're just like a well-known fan in my opinion. Go ahead and show it with the light while it's on low. Honestly, if I could cut these, I would not cut these weights down, but if I had like a spare set, I would maybe try to cut them down the size so I can try to put it in the bathroom, because as long as I like the bathroom dressing room in white, for the bathroom that we have, I feel like a brown fan would match the bathroom a lot better than a white one. Well, I don't know, maybe, but the other thing that's Coastal Breeze that I have has some scuff marks that are pretty noticeable, so I wouldn't really want to use it. Maybe if it was in better shape, I would. Also, if it started rusting up, it'd be more noticeable compared to the enhancing brass one. So yeah. And also, the Schoolhouse Globe hasn't been seen for a while in the floor testing videos. Well, actually, it has, but now it's actually going to be returning just for floor testing videos, since I had to use this globe on the Passport 2 that's in the kitchen. But now that it has its own globe, I was able to use this one for the floor testing videos only. Well, now I'm going to be using it for just floor testing videos from now on, since that's what it was for. But my spare one broke, so I had to use this on the Passport 2 until I got a flower globe with a floral globe on it. So yeah. Alright, let me go ahead and shut off the light and move the fan up to medium. Yeah, it has a good medium speed to it. It moves some air medium. I wouldn't spend too much on one of these because they're so common, but I did read Brandon got this for like I think either $5 or $10 on Craigslist, something like that. So I didn't spend too much on it either. the password 2 is actually on. That's why you might hear something in the background that sounds like that's because the password 2 does wobble a bit. And when it wobbles, the canopy kind of rubs against the plastic medallion, so it does make somewhat of a noise. Show it with the light while it's on medium. I do like the look of these fans and with a schoolhouse glow. Something I can picture seeing in a diner. Have a nice diner look to it. Will just be fitting for a restaurant too. Yep, they're definitely one of my favorite childhood fans from Hunter. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and shut off the light. And move it up to high. It also does hum a bit just like the Silent Breeze or Harbor Breeze is actual motor. But, basically the same thing. Also, the globe is kind of vibrating a bit. The screws I tighten up by hand. I'm not trying to tighten them up with a screwdriver, because that's what actually happened last time, where the other one broke. So I tighten them up to the best of my ability with my hand whenever I floor test them. And it is making the infinity spin actually, so what I've been noticing is whenever I test like a fan that's like 42 inches or something like that, it'll actually make the infinity spin. If it's a 52 inch fan, then it won't. Well, actually I think there was one that's 52 inches that was able to make it move a bit, but I forget which one it was. Actually it might have been the St. Clair, I'm not sure if it was that one though. If it was hung up, I would tighten the globe a little bit more, but since it's being floor tested, it's not really going to fall off, so yeah. I'd rather hear this than hear the chain hitting against the blades. Speaking of that, there's some fans that I recorded last year, or it's going to be, well, a year and a half ago, that I tested with rotating the pull chain, so I'm going to do some remakes of those sooner or later. Probably by the beginning of next year. If you guys been around it long enough, you guys might know which ones I'm talking about. Some of the earlier fans that they floor tested. Moves pretty good air for the fan its size. I think it's a good fan. Honestly, some people might feel diesel move as much air compared to a Cosmog Lady Delta, which is kind of obvious because Cosmog Lady Delta is a lot more powerful. I have yet to test ones, though that might change soon, so yeah. Show with the light while it's on high speed. Also, the spin down on this fan isn't going to be accurate compared to how it was before, so because it's not the same exact motor. So just be aware of that. This wouldn't be bad for a bedroom fan. Honestly, if my room wasn't so big, I wouldn't mind having it sort of a bedroom. But if it's hot out, I wouldn't really. I don't know. It feels good. It moves a good amount of air for its size. I would say that. It feels 52 inches. I do wish a 52-inch version was as powerful as the smaller one. I feel like. Oops. The plug came out. There we go. There we go. The wires came a bit loose. So. Shut it off and do a spin down. I accidentally stepped on that, and the wires that were stuck inside of it, or the fan wires that were stuck inside of it, came undone a tiny bit. So we'll do a spin down, then I'll show it on reverse quickly. It's about to be 9 o'clock. It's a lot earlier than I usually do videos, but since I had no homework to do today, I took advantage of the time and like, you know what, let's do a fan video. In fact, I could just reveal the next fan to you guys right after this, or maybe on Friday. In fact, I might be able to even test it on Friday, who knows. It's in a rough shape, but guys, don't even start, when you see it, don't start telling me to put it in the bathroom, because it'll be too big, so, yeah. Alright, now for reverse. High, medium, low. Trying to finish this up a bit quick because I heard a neighbor upstairs talking on the phone with a friend saying, oh, they gotta watch Empire. So I'm like, oh, you know, my neighbor, she is a bit noisy, so I'm like, oh, I gotta finish this video quick. Oh, friends arrived, so let me just make it even quicker. Well, it's not that much longer than the original one, the original video. It's like maybe 2-3 minutes longer. Oops. Forgot to show it on medium with the light. Okay, shut off the light. Now to put it on high while it's on reverse. Basically the best way to clean your floor in a way. I'm just joking, guys. Well, you guys don't really need to sweep the floor. I mean, you can just use a fan though, just push everything to the corner and then you just sweep it from there. I would not recommend that, but I'm just joking. I told it to my mom once, she She got a bit annoyed by that. I might be testing the white one with the spotlight soon, the 42-inch, the 44-inch one, my bad. That's why I kind of like how they work with spotlights. It is moving good amount of it on reverse. See, if my room wasn't so big like it is here in this place, I wouldn't mind having a smaller fan, but I don't know, especially with the fans being flush mounted here since the ceiling's a bit low. Feels like on the down road I wouldn't mind putting up a smaller fan in here. But the room does need a fan that's bigger since it is a pretty big room. The way I see it is if the fan's big enough to have, the room was big enough to have 2 fans, if you were able to do that, I feel like it needs just one 52-inch fan. But if you aren't able to fit 2 fans, then you're just better off having a smaller fan. That's how I see it. Let me shut it off. Oops. Alright, so that'll be the end of this video. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for more videos to come.